see. It's the same shape as the things you're making. So whatever you put into it goes into that shape.
And comes out exactly the same every time.
Hoopy galooby. Tula, Groove, that's what we need. Some hoopy...
Wait a minute. Why don't we use this as a mould? We could fill it with Hoobie dough, couldn't we?
How?
Here's how. Now all we have to do is peel back the flap, and we've got a banana.
Groove, you are so clever.
Oh, no. How Hoobie groovy is that, eh?
Now, we have to do it over and over again, then we'll get hoob loads of bananas that are exactly the same.
Right, but we'll have to hurry. It's nearly time for Hoob News.
Copycat, copycat, sitting on the doormat. Meow!
Meow!
Meow! Do this!
Do this!
Do that!
Do that!
Jump up!
Jump up!
Lie flat! Lie flat! Copycat, copycat, sitting on the doormat. Meow!
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 Up, 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 up.
Oh, I say, Hoobs. Bananas everywhere.
And not a banana to eat, Hubba Hubba.
Are you ready to give me your news for my great Hoobopedia?
Yes, Hubba Hubba.
Then take it away.
Hooble doop whoop! To all you Hoobs out there, welcome to Hoob News, the new show for Hoobs everywhere. I'm Ivor.
I'm Tula.
And I'm Groove.
And today we've been asking the question...
How can bananas be part of Groove's collection of things that are exactly the same?
First, we saw pictures of loads of things that were exactly the same.
But there were no bananas.
You see, bananas grow, and no two things that grow are ever exactly the same.
Then some tiddly-peeps showed me how I could make copies of a banana by drawing it lots of times.
But all the drawings look slightly different.
But a story about a troll gave us the idea of tracing a banana. They all looked the same, but they weren't yellow, and they were just too flat.
Then Roma told us all about factories, where they have machines to make things that all look exactly the same.
And we imagined having a banana-making machine of our own.
We could eat bananas all the time. If you like bananas, come with me to the amazing banana factory.
We asked the Tiddly-Peeps if they knew where we could find a banana-making machine.
They said there was no such thing, but they did show us how we could make model bananas out of Hoobie dough by using a mould.
And here they are. Aren't they Hoobie groovy?
And they're all exactly the same. Well done, Hoobs.
Thanks, Hubba Hubba.
So it's thanks once again to Ivor, Tula, Groove and Roma for giving Hoobs everywhere a peep into the fascinating world of peeps. Do you know, my giant Hoobopedia is getting bigger and better all the time. So have a nice day, everyone, and Hooble Toodle Doo!
Hooble Toodle Doo!
Now we can get back to playing Copy Hoob. Hoobie Dooby do it like this. Groove, you're not playing.
No, I'm just working on a new collection.
What new collection?
My collection of things that there are only one of. And this banana skin will start it off.
Hubba Hubbas in Hoobland. and Roma somewhere far away. The motorettes are singing,
We keep the engine spinning.
hoop hoop hooray!
The Hoobmobile is coming your way.
Oh, here we come!
Way!
The hoops are here, so what do you say?
Hoobs!
Our tasty new strawberry-flavoured milkshake powder and slurperoons are mental. First, we made the milk pink.
Ooh!
And by doing this,
We invented fun slurperoons to eat it with.
get your free milkshake powder and slurperoon now in Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
Rocking to the rhythm on a bassline. You've got me shocking to the rhythm on a bassline.
The magical Alton Towers Hotel is waiting for you to drop in. For a free brochure, call 08705 20 40 60.
If you want Billy's Happy Boat, you're gonna have to go through me. You're not so big now, are you?
Hooble-doop, tiddly peeps. I'm Hubba Hubba, talking to you from Hoobland. And I'm about to send 4 of my favourite Hoobs down to Earth to find out all about you for my great Hoobopedia. Here they come! You know who the Hoobs are?
Ivor!
Groove!
And Tula!
We're Hoobs and they're ready to go. Now the wheels are turning, we can all get learning all the things we want to know.
Hey!
Hubba Hubba's in Hoobland and Roma somewhere far away. The motorettes are singing,
We keep the engine spinning.
hoop hoop hooray!
The Hoobmobile is coming your way.
Oh, here we come!
Way!
The Hoobs are here, so what do you say?
Hoobs!
Oh, look! Oh, oh.
Tula, are you all right?
Oh, yes, Ivor. Look. I've just found our old hooblet box. All the things we had when we were teeny-weeny hooblets.
Oh, look! There's my old Hoobledum!
Ivor.
I used to love a good guzzle on that, you know. Helped me think.
Wait a minute. What are these? Oh, no. I don't believe it.
It's Suki and Minky! Oh, Suki, my favourite old Hoobie toy. Oh, I've missed you.
Look at my Minky. I've forgotten how sweet she was. Oh.
Hello, you two. What you busy R-ing at?
We've just found our favourite old Hoobie toys. You know, from when we were tiny Hooblets. Suki.
And Minky.
Minky.
Aww.
Don't they make you want to go, ah?
No. But then I don't really go at toys.
Oh, come on, Groove. You must have had a toy that made you go, aww.
No, I don't think so. Oh, I did have a toy that made me go, ah! Actually, I think I've still got it somewhere.
Well, don't bother now, Groove. We're meant to be thinking up a question for Hoob News.
It won't take a moment.
Well, I think Groove's made a mistake. How could you possibly have a toy that makes you go, ah?
Here he is. See, told you. This is Boggle. Who be groovy or what?
Well, if Hoobie toys don't make you go, ah, Groove, then perhaps a Tiddly-Peep toy would. Ivor, what Tiddly-Peep toy would make Groove go, ah?
Tula, you've hit the question.
What tiddly-peep toy would make Groove go, ah? That is one of the most hooble-dooble-duper questions for Hoob News we've ever had. Oh, is that Minky you've got there, Tula?
Yes, Hubba Hubba.
Ah.
And I found Suki.
And I found Boggle. Works every time.
Well now, I'll email Roma straight away. I bet she had a toy that made her go, ah.
Oh, but Hubba Hubba, could you look up some Tiddly Peep toys on HoobNet first, just to get us started?
Oh, of course, Ivor. Ah, yes, the very thing. Oh, look, there's a Tiddly Peep asleep on her teddy. Ah. Oh, there's a fluffy bunny too. Ah. Look. Oh, there's two there. Oh, look. Oh, isn't it just so?
Didn't you like those toys, Groove?
Oh, yes, yeah, but they didn't make me go, ah.
But they were so sweet and furry.
I liked the fur. The fur made me think about going, ah, but then, well, I didn't.
Maybe if you had a furry toy here, right now, it would actually make you go the whole way.
Yeah, but I haven't.
Oh, yes, you have. I'm furry. I'll be your furry toy.
That is a hoobly-groobly idea, Ivor. But I think you might need something to make you look a bit more like those Tiddly Peep toys Hubba Hubba showed us on HoobNet.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're right, Tula. But what?
What?
These rabbit ears. That's what.
Right. I am now a furry toy.
Oh, right, oh, no, it's no good. It's just not doing it for me. The fur's Hoobie groovy, but the real problem...
Look, Hoobs, I found the Hoobie toy that made me go, ah. He's called Fuzzybot. Oh, Ivor, what a cuddly little bunny you are.
Thanks, Hubba Hubba. But I didn't make Groove go, though.
I like the fur idea, though, but I need something else as well.
Well, now, if it's a Tiddly Peep toy we're looking for, who better to help us than the Tiddly Peeps themselves? They have loads of toys.
Herbaceous idea, Hubba Hubba. I'll go.
I'll drive.
And I'll stay here and play with Minky.
We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know. The Tiddly Peeps, help us find things out. They give us clues, they tell us news, that's what they're all about. We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know.
Hoobledoop, Tiddly Peeps.
Hoobledoop, Ivor.
What was all that noise?
We're playing with squeaky toys.
Squeaky toys? What do you mean, squeaky toys?
Toys that make a noise. Listen.
They are so herbaceous. What kinds have you got?
We'll show you.
Oh, a fish! And a ball! Oh, and a dog! And, a herbaceous rabbit!
Yes, he looks a bit like you.
What do you mean? What?
He's got your kinds of ears.
Oh! I forgot I had these on.
But you don't go, so do you?
Oh, Tiddly Peeps, your noisy toys are lovely. If they don't make Groove go, I don't know what will. Hooble toodle doo!
Hooble toodle doo!
Well?
Well, I liked the noises, really I did. They very nearly made me go, but I don't know, something was missing.
I know what it was. None of those toys were furry, were they?
You're right, Tula. So maybe if the toy was furry and noisy, it would make Groove go, ah.
Oh, it's making me go, ah, just thinking about it.
But how can we test it? We haven't got a furry, noisy toy.
Of course we have. We've got Ivor. Make a noisy toy noise, Ivor.
Yes, all right. Keep
squeaking, Ivor. It's working.
No, it isn't. Groove's just laughing at me.
Oh dear, I'm sorry, Ivor. I was just about to go for the full ah, but those ears and that squeaky sound, it just...
Whatever is the matter, Groove?
My ah turned into a ha 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 hubba hubba.
Oh, so the furry, noisy toy didn't do it for you then?
Nope, I'm afraid not. I'm looking for a furry tiddly peep toy that makes a noise and does something else.
What?
What?
I don't know what.
Well, Groove, I've come across a story that might give you something that you can add to furry and noisy to make you go, ah. Take a look.
On a shelf in a toy shop lived a row of very smart, shiny dolls. They wore big frilly dresses, huge silk hats, perfect little shoes, and they had the longest, curliest, shiniest hair anyone had ever seen. Then there was Dilly. Dilly the doll was different. Dilly wore a tattered knitted dress, an old straw hat, and no shoes at all. She had spiky red hair that stood up on end. What's more, she had one little tear rolling down her cheek.
I'm not surprised she's crying,
said one of the smart, shiny dolls.
I'd cry if I looked like that.
Then one day, who should come in but Princess Glum? She wanted to buy a doll. And even though she was supposed to be the most miserable little princess that had ever worn a crown, the smart dolls were very excited.
She'll choose me. I'm the smartest,
said one. Dilly felt sad.
She won't choose me.
Princess Glum looked along the line of dolls and her face got glummer and glummer and glummer with every doll she saw. But then she saw Dilly. She tilted her head on one side and said,
"Ah, she's made me smile again, and I want her for my own."
From that day on, Princess Glum was never glum. All thanks to Dilly the doll.
Surely Dilly made you go, ah, Groove.
Nope, she didn't. She was Hooby Groovy. I especially liked her clothes. They started to make me go, ah, but she wasn't furry or noisy.
So what we need to find is a furry, noisy toy wearing clothes. But how?
How?
Here's how. You can come in now, Groove.
Okay.
And this time, no laughing.
One furry, noisy toy in clothes. Well, go on, Ivor. Make a noise.
Oh, yes.
That's it, Groove.
Right, that's it. Hoob News or no Hoob News, I am not going to stand here and be laughed at anymore.
I'm sorry, Ivor. I didn't mean it. Yeah.
Sometimes, when life is just a trial, when friends have turned against me and I feel I've lost my smile, yes, sometimes I don't need company, just Suki and me.
Oh, how is Ivor ever going to make me go, ah?
When all you ever say is, ha ha ha.
I've tried every ploy to be a lovable toy, but I'm not getting very far.
Sometimes when life is just a strain, you must pick yourself up and look at things again. Yes, sometimes you'll hit a gloomy day, but there's always a way.
I think I've tried very hard to impress. There's no sign of winning, no sign of success. I've even made a noise like the Tiddly Peeps toys, and I'm wearing floppy ears and a dress.
Sometimes you must see the funny side. Don't take things to heart. Don't run away and hide. Yes, sometimes when you're feeling blue, love sees you through.
Oh, please don't be so sad when the day is bright and sunny.
It doesn't really matter that you're dressed up as a bunny.
On closer inspection, when I look at my reflection, I can see I do look rather funny.
There you are, I told you.
You're right, Groove, I look hilarious. I've never looked so funny in my life.
Sometimes you must see the funny side. Don't take things to heart. Don't run away and hide. Sometimes when you're feeling blue, a love sees you through.
That is so true.
Yes, laughing is the thing to do.
Oh, Ivor, I'm sorry I laughed at you. The clothes helped, really they did. That was the nearest to a full-blown I've had so far.
Really? You're not just saying it?
Honestly, Ivor, I was almost there. If we can find a furry, noisy toy in clothes and add just one more thing, then I wouldn't be at all surprised if a great big didn't just shoot right out of me.
Hooby galooby, that's great news.
It certainly is, Tula. There's nothing like a good you know, Groove. I've been ing all day.
I really want to join in, Hubba Hubba, but I just haven't managed it.
Oh, cheer up, Groove. You only need one more idea for a toy and you'll be there.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, if you only need one more idea, then I suggest one more trip to the Tiddly Peeps, Groove.
Oh, come on, I'll go for you, Groove. Why don't you drive?
Oh, thanks, Ivor. You're one really hooby groovy hoob.
Well, come on then.
We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know. The Tiddly Peeps, help us find things out. They give us clues, they tell us news, that's what they're all about. We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddly Peeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know.
Hoobledoop, Tiddly Peeps.
Hoobledoop, Ivor. Gosh, you look a bit different today.
Do I?
I think it's those rabbit ears that do it.
Oh, I keep forgetting I've got these on.
No, I think it's the dress that makes you look really different.
Dress? I forgot I had this on too.
I think you look very nice.
Oh, thank you, Tiddly Peeps. But I'm not really doing it to look nice. I'm trying to make Groove go,
Did it work?
No. We're sure there's a Tiddly Peep toy that would make him go, but we don't know which kind. So I tried dressing up as different ones to see if they worked.
What did you try?
Well, first I was a furry toy, then I was a toy that made a noise, and then I was a toy that wore clothes, but, well, none of them worked. Do you know of any other kind of toys?
There's one thing you haven't tried. This.
Oh, Is this a kind of robot dog? No, I'm not sure that will make Groove go, ah, either.
It might if you do this.
Oh, Tiddly Peeps! A toy that moves! That's herbaceous! Groove couldn't possibly not go, ah, at that. Do you know, I'm going to go back to the Hoobmobile and pretend to be a moving toy right away. Hooble-toodle-doo.
Hoobie groovy. I loved that toy that moved about.
Oh, me too. But it didn't make you go, ah, did it?
It didn't. Not even once.
No. But I think if there were a toy that was furry and noisy and wore clothes and moved, we might have the answer.
Roma. Oh, here's Roma. Maybe she's found what you're looking for.
Hooble-doop, Hoobs!
Hooble-doop, Roma!
Now, Hoobs, today I've come here to a toy museum. It's a place where toys from long ago are kept so Tiddly Peeps can come in and look at them.
Hoobie galooby, look at all those toys.
There certainly are a lot of them, Tula. And I have to say, they're some of the cleverest toys I've ever seen.
Clever? What do you mean?
Well, Ivor, these toys can do all kinds of things. Play music, do acrobatics, some can even dance.
Oh, how do you make them do all those things, Roma?
Well, they're called mechanical toys, which means you wind them up with a key like this. And that makes them work.
Which one's your favourite, Roma?
Well, it's very hard to say, Ivor, but I am rather fond of this little chap. Isn't he just the fantabby-hoobiest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah.
Hoobie galooby, that's it! The Tiddly Peep toy that makes Groove go, ah!
Oh, how hoobacious! You'd better order one right away.
Oh, yes, please. Can we? That'd be Hoobie groovy.
Well, good luck, Hoobs. Glad I could help. This is Roma Hoob. Off to have some fun with a monkey. Hooble-toodle-doo.
Hooble-toodle-doo.
I've ordered one from HoobNet.
We did it! We got the answer!
It's here.
And just in time for Hoob News.
Tootle, let me take a key and wind you up for all to see. Off you go, don't be slow, a clockwork motorette you'll be.
This motorette is full of joy. Now I am a clockwork toy. I'll go next.
And then it's me,
Clockwork motorette so free.
Listen to our clockwork noise, bringing fun to girls and boys. Wind the key, then you'll see. Clockwork motorettes are we. Yes, wind the key, then you'll see. Clockwork motorettes are we.
Well now, Hoobs, are you ready with your news for my great Hoobopedia?
Ready, Hubba Hubba.
Then take it away.
Hooble-doop-bloop! To all you Hoobs out there, welcome to Hoob News, the news show for Hoobs everywhere. I'm Ivor.
I'm Tula.
And I'm Groove.
And today we've been asking the question...
What Tiddly Peep toy would make Groove go, ah?
First, Hubba Hubba showed us some furry toys.
But when Ivor pretended to be a furry toy, it just didn't make me go, ah. But I liked the idea of a furry toy. It just needed something else.
So then the Tiddly Peeps showed us some noisy toys.
And I pretended to be a furry noisy toy to see if that worked.
It just made me laugh. But I thought that a furry noisy toy would be Hoobie groovy. It just needed something else.
Hubba Hubba showed us a story about a doll in a shabby dress.
But when we tried that out, it made me laugh even more. But I like the idea of a furry, noisy toy in clothes. It just needed something else. Then Ivor went to see some Tiddly Peeps, and they showed him a moving toy.
And at last Groove realised what sort of Tiddly Peep toy he was looking for.
A furry, noisy toy in clothes that moved.
Then along came Roma, and there it was, the toy that made Groove go.
So it's thanks once again to Ivor, Tula, Groove and Roma for giving Hoobs everywhere a little peep into the world of peeps. And remember, wherever you are, have a nice day and hooble toodle doo!
Hooble toodle doo!
Hubba hubbas in Hoobland.
There's a website to support the Hoobs, which includes background information about the series and interactive learning activities, which are updated daily. For more information, go to channel4.com/Hoobs. Stay with 4. Time to rise and shine next.
Oh, here we come!
Way!
The Hoobs are here, so what do you say? Hoobs!
If you want Billy's Happy Boat, you're gonna have to go through me! Ha! You're not so big now, are you?
Oh, he's so nasty.
I'm sure it was an accident.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I bashed him with it.
He'd like you if you gave him this. Maybe you could be a tooth fairy.
But I only have to be kind to his teeth, though, don't I?
Tests for tooth erosion show Ribena Tooth Kind is almost as kind to teeth as water.
You know we do it lively. For the music. It's for the music. For the music. It's for the music. For the music. It's for the music.
1, 2, 3, 4, music.
Music.
If you want to know what Tuesday has in store for the Big Brother housemates, catch them live over in E4 till 7 tonight. Here on Channel 4, get ready to rise.
Morning, welcome to the programme. We've got more sex, celebrity and sport for you this morning than an average episode of Footballers' Wives. Big Brother's getting steamy, Ireland and France are getting sweaty ahead of 2 World Cup crunch games, and Macca's getting hitched. Beautiful moment coming up today, and then playing the beautiful game here on the desk, Liz and Colin.
Morning. Yes, the vegetarian wedding breakfast is just being served at Castle Leslie in Ireland. We'll be live at the romantic hideaway in Ireland, where Paul and Heather will wed in the presence of just 300 close friends and a lot of ghosts.
Well, it looks like the champagne could be flowing in Ireland today as footy fans also prepare to celebrate. The Green Machine will be bidding to qualify for the second stage of the World Cup. The team plays Saudi Arabia later on this morning. They need to win by 2 goals to send Ireland into uncontrollable delirium.
Ireland! And as if that wasn't enough excitement for one day, I'll have all the latest sexy shenanigans from the Big Brother house. The big question this morning, is romance blossoming between sexy kickboxing Kate and crop-haired pin-up Spencer?
Hope not.
They've already made plans to meet up when they leave the house, but will they be able to keep their hands off each other before the end of the series?
Love is in the air.
Ooh, and here to talk to us through the action of Big Brother 3 is Penny the Towel from last year's Big Brother, who's hooked on Big Brother 3, admittedly. We'll be chatting to her later on.
Morning, Pen.
Morning, Pen.
How are you?
Fine, thank
And
you.
Kirsty will have all the World Cup news as well.
Yes, reigning champions France could be out of the competition within the next few hours, and England prepare as we all expect. I'll have the latest from Sven and the boys.
And when monkeys turn to crime, after yesterday's one chimp crime wave, we'll be finding out live in the studio how you train a primate to pilfer. This is Katie, and we'll be seeing if we can lure her into a life of crime.
No shame.
But before that, the time is 7 o'clock, and our very own news monkey, Chris, is here with all the headlines.
Thank you very much. It's Tuesday.